Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Fit Anywhere, where we're talking about live fit, live healthy, live young, right? And live well, live well. And of course, this is with Chris and I. Chris, you can say hi.
Hi everyone, yeah, glad you can join us today.
Okay, so we're talking about this. We've had a weekly Zoom, and this, in fact, will be our last Zoom for this year. Okay, and today's topic is actually about live young. Okay, so who are we and why the heck are we going to be the ones telling you about living young? Okay, so this is us. Okay, so you can see Chris is one solid, well built young man. He's the one who has trained me. In fact, in this health journey, he's one of the main trainers for me in this health journey. For me, I'm 60, so that I can do those push-ups is quite a feat for my age group, I think, which gives us this moral position to share with you about how we can live young. Okay, so we just want to share with you the good news. Okay, that Singaporeans, you may not realize this, but Singaporeans have the longest life expectancy in the world. And this comes from the Straits Times. And you can see here about the life expectancy. This was in 2017, but published in 2019, that for men, we are number 2 in the world. For women, we are number 1 in the world. But overall, we are number 1 in the world. Okay, that's so wonderful, isn't it? We live a long life. We thought it was the Japanese. Some people think that it is the Sicilians. Some people think it's Okinawa, but actually, as a nation, it is Singapore. However, the not so good news part of it, or the bad news, is that while we do have a long life, um, we also found that we have 10 years of poor health before death. Okay, you can see here, this is also part of the Straits Times report that, roughly 10.57 years is spent in ill health before death. I don't know about you, but I do not want to live like that. Okay, and of course, being 61 this year, I'm very conscious of it, that there is a problem of old age, right? And that problem, of course, is that, hey, we may live to 85 years, but do we have the health to enjoy those years, right? Do we have the energy to enjoy those years? And then, of course, if we don't enjoy those years, would our wealth, all that money that we saved up, would it go into medical? I would prefer it to go into holidays, right? And even as that happens, it becomes a burden to loved ones. And the huge question, which even the Singapore government is asking, is the money enough? Okay, if the Straits Times can say that the funds will not last long enough, you can imagine that it is something that we really need to take note of. Okay, this is by the Straits Times editor, and he says that CPF has come out well short for most people. Okay, read the other page. It says it was in the area of adequacy, which is about whether the retirement fund is enough when it is needed, that Singapore was found most wanting. Okay, it ranked second from the bottom. I think this is one of the issues of a long life without a good life. So the key, if I can represent it graphically, so we live a nice long life, 84.5 years, but then the healthy part of the life maybe it's only about 74 years. Okay. And so the question is, can we make it like this? Okay, can we live 84.5 years and live them well? That means enjoy every moment. And then when we are living so well, maybe we can get extra bonus and live more years than that, right? So for me, I can tell you that my passion is about adding life to years, not just adding years to life. And I can see that I have James here with me and also Wilson. You know, Wilson's parents, I think you'll be concerned about that because Wilson is about Chris's age, right? So even if you are younger and you have many more years to think about, you know, to live, you don't have to think about this. You should think about it for your parents. Okay. So how do we add life to our years and increase our youth span that you saw? How can we increase the energy level, that vitality? Well, I want to tell you that we have the simplest way of doing it, and that is uh, what we call the anti-aging duo, which is R square and Y span. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that if you take this means that you won't have any issues in your life. Well, it's about a balance of many things. But one of the things that we sorely lack in our modern world today is we don't have the nutrients for health. Okay. Look at how many people are sick these days. So much more heart disease going around, so much more stress related illnesses, and worst part, we're having obesity related illnesses, right? So nutrition is a key component of any health plan. All right. So without further ado, let me talk about Y-Span first. Okay. Y-Span is in fact our most advanced anti-aging supplement. Okay. And it is built on gene expression research. Take note of that. Okay. I will come back to this in a while and explain it to you. All right. So what is Y-Span about? Y-Span is about one product with 12 anti-aging superheroes. Okay, so you can see the 12 anti-aging superheroes here. Now it's kind of small, so I took the liberty of putting it out separately. So here are the first six, right? One is vitamin D3. Okay, then we have omega-3, which is very important for heart health, for cholesterol. All right. Citrus bioflavonoid. This is found in the rind of the orange. Okay, so it's the part that we typically throw away, but actually it has it is a super healthy part. Obviously, you don't want to eat it, but hey, in a pill form, when you swallow it, it's okay. All right. We have purple corn, which is really important to fight cancer. But again, how are you going to get purple corn? Because it's grown in the highlands of Peru. Not just in Peru, mind you, but in the high altitudes of Peru. And even if you could find it, by the time we cook it, probably some of the uh, bioactive ingredients gone. So the way that we do it is that we get it scientifically, we get it together in the best way possible with the most bioactive products for each one. Okay. Now, carrying on, we also have D-limonene, we have rosemary leaf extract, we have resveratrol, which is the active ingredient in red wine. Okay, now of course, you drink too much red wine, you can mabo, but we should benefit from the red wine nonetheless, right? Coenzyme Q10, very important for capillary health. So for brain, for heart, okay, very important. Lycopene, very important for men. All of these things are the 12 superheroes, okay? But you know, it isn't, now that you know the list, you can always go out and go and buy it. But that's not the issue here. Why? Because it's about not just having 12 superheroes, but 12 superheroes working together. okay, working together. And what does this mean? It's about the ingredient blend, okay, because this ingredient blend helps us with the gene expression. I mentioned that a bit earlier, right? And we found that when you have many genes in your body, something like over 20,000, but scientists estimate that only about 10 to 20% of them are actively being used. The rest are just stored in your cells but unused. So they call this science epigenetics or gene expression. And you can have these genes, but like if you look at a bee, okay, in the hive, the queen lays all these eggs, but you end up with some workers, which are the useful ones. The drones, their use is to fertilize the queen. And then the queen, guess what? All these three bees have the same genes, the same genetic makeup. So how does a bee become a worker? How does a bee become a drone? How does a bee become a queen? Okay, it is entirely from the food that they are fed. The queen bee is fed purely on royal jelly, right? That's something that we now like to take, right? We think that's a super fruit. Okay, well, the queen bee becomes a queen bee because she gets the royal jelly. Okay, fully. Okay, the other bees don't get royal jelly throughout. Okay, so the thing that we're trying to establish here is that nutrition plays a part in your gene expression, and it will play a part in your youth. Okay, show you one example. For example, these two are identical twins, but they vary. One you can see is obviously something wrong, right? And the other is good. Well, they have the same genes. Why does one have an issue? You might be thinking, hey, it's because she ate too much. No discipline. Oh, well, whatever it is. Just want to tell you that, sorry, let me just put off that call. But you know, look at another set of identical twins then, and you can see how differently they have aged, right? The one on the right, by the way, is a new skin customer. The one on the left wants to age gracefully. Okay, so you can tell from these photos that aging is programmed into our genes. But the best part is that we can slow down aging, we can reverse aging, and one of the keys is from the nutrition that we have. All right. Now, how does it work? It's the science we call age lock. So this is a gene chip, and it shows you which of the genes are active and which are inactive. Okay, the ones that are active are in red, the ones that are inactive are in green. Okay, so you can see when a person is young, there are some genes that are really active, and then these same genes become inactive as they get older. So the key of our thought is that, can we get the body to express in the younger way? And so the company, don't say we, yeah, the company, its scientists created all these many researched many ingredients, many micronutrients, and the blends of these ingredients. And they found that, hey, some of these blends will cause the body to begin to express a younger gene set. Hope this makes sense to you. Okay, and when this happens, well, you get all the benefits of youth, right? You get a younger body, you get a younger body shape, right? You get a younger body health, you have less age related issues. Okay, and isn't that a wonderful thing to have? Okay, so this is a photo of the two products, Y span on the left and R square. So I've been telling you about Y span. I'm gonna have Discovery Channel tell you about R square. This was a documentary by Discovery Channel, which was which premiered in 2012. So you will hear them talking, or you will hear the scientists from New Skin talking about how they came up and developed R square, which has since been launched, of course.
Scientific experiments at academic and commercial labs show that our genes do not control our fate.
Our research is beginning to reveal the reality that the aging process is a symphony that is being played in the body. And in order to play that symphony extremely well, you need an orchestra of genes being somewhat cooperating with each other to make sure that the aging symphony doesn't get out of tune.
Meet Dr. Joseph Chang. As a chief scientist of a privately funded lab, he's dedicated his life to nutritional intervention for the war on aging. He becomes interested in youth gene clusters related to mitochondria, tiny structures in our cells. These are miniature motors that fuel our bodies, maintaining our energy levels from cradle to grave.
Yeah, the mitochondria, like the battery, does drain over time. If we don't recharge the mitochondria battery, we won't have the energy needed to run the cell. And if the mitochondria doesn't function optimally, then these early signs of aging begin to appear.
On the other side of the world, partnering with Dr. Chang at a sister lab, is Dr. Josh Zhu. He's using his knowledge of the natural world to battle aging with the most unusual of ingredients. The scientist believes that he is getting close to discovering the key to resetting mitochondrial gene expression with the help of a fungus called Cordyceps sinensis.
Cordyceps sinensis is a fungal product, a natural product. It's just similar to any kind of a mushroom.
But this is no ordinary fungus. His studies have found that after taking Cordyceps sinensis, their exercise performance capability improved.
Cordyceps sinensis shortened recovery period and improved cardiovascular function.
Cordyceps sinensis drastically heightens endurance and energy metabolism and fights fatigue. The results indicate that Cordyceps sinensis could potentially counteract the strains of daily life that lead to aging.
We can see a Cordyceps sinensis not really just extend the lifespan, but healthy lifespan. We proved Cordyceps sinensis is really anti-aging herb.
Dr. Zhu's Cordyceps sinensis research is added to other blended ingredients to create Dr. Chang's anti-aging compound.
This is the first time ever where some of these natural ingredients, by using modern scientific methods, to demonstrate that it can actually extend lifespan.
Wonderful, isn't it? Okay, so it is demonstrated to extend lifespan and definitely demonstrated for energy. Okay, so what is this R square about? We have an R square day and an R square night. And you can see in the day formula, we have the Cordyceps sinensis, which was mentioned in the Discovery Channel video, but also ginseng and pomegranate. Okay, so what does it do? It addresses the source of energy. Okay, it's totally natural, but it is also based on pharmaceutical grade quality. Okay, we call it the 6S quality system. And it promotes health, promotes vitality, and promotes youth. Okay, Then we have a night formula, because even as you have more energy, and the energy can be used for not just activity, but for the body to repair itself, to get itself in order, right? When this happens, there are more waste materials being produced by the body. So detox is a very important aspect, okay? And so R square night promotes detox. It improves quality of sleep, okay? Because your body is it's just clearing itself out. Okay, so it promotes health, it promotes vitality, it promotes youth, and it's a perfect complement to R square day. Okay, so we talked a little bit about that it is substantiated, right? Well, there was research, so they used mice, and they used in a control group and in an experiment group, and you will find that the experimental group, after 5 weeks, had a 63% increase in exercise time. So it is irrefutable, it's irrefutable, incontrovertible proof that it works. Okay, so what are the benefits of R square? Okay, it raises your baseline energy, but it also supports the body's ability to neutralize and remove cellular waste, right? That's the R square night. Okay, it protects and fortifies the cells. Why? Because the cells have got more energy and are able to do its work better rather than encumbered with toxins. Okay, and of course, it restores normal cellular function. Okay, so who should take this? Hey, men and women over 18. Now, if you fall into any of these categories, you should take it. Okay, Chris, you are taking it, and you're just 32. Maybe you can tell us your story about R square and Y span.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, honestly, when I started taking it, I didn't take it for the express purpose to feel younger, because when I started taking it, actually I was about 29. So I really felt young. I thought I was young, so I thought by taking these supplements there won't be any effect. But actually, when I did take the supplements, it was because I took it as part of a complete weight management package. I got on to TR90, so I took this in addition to that. And I found, not only did I find that it boosted my metabolism, helped me burn fat better, build more muscle, which is what I was looking for. Surprisingly, I also did feel younger in a sense. I felt more energy when I woke up in the morning, didn't feel so lethargic. I felt lighter in a sense that I don't feel so fatigued and heavy, I think that's a bit of a detox function. And I felt that because I was exercising a lot, actually at that point in time, I was exercising about 5 days to 6 days a week. I felt my recovery was so much faster. I thought it was already good, but it even improved the recovery and the energy of a 29 years old. And I was just blown away. Not only that, I think my skin also felt a bit smoother, and also just overall more energy and stronger. I felt, like some simple examples is I didn't fall sick that often, and also last time I used to always feel really cold, but now I didn't. So I thought that I would stop after first 3 months. I just decided to take it during the time when I was getting fit, but I carried on for the past few years. Yeah. Okay. So but don't just take my word from it. Who else has experienced this age lock this age lock effect? Right. Let's look. Okay. Okay. So the first person down here is John. So John is Lisa's husband, and this is him when he was 2012. But she put him on our supplements, and he actually recently celebrated his 80th birthday. right, by completing his first 42 km marathon. Isn't that just incredible? And you can see 7 years difference, you know, when he's 81 years old, young, just leaping and jumping. You can see the amazing transformation there is, you know. You know, don't you think this is great? Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I think he's quite a hero lah.
Yeah.
To run his first marathon at the age of 80 is it's just an amazing testimony of youth, and fitness.
Thank you. I thought you were amazing when you climbed the Kilimanjaro in your 50s, but this guy
Thank
blew me
you.
away. Okay. So not only do you feel younger in terms of your energy, your stamina, your strength, ability to run a marathon at age 81, which is tremendous. It also helps with recovery, right? We all know that when we're younger, we recover faster. So Zixing's dad was 63, and he was a hawker, and he had a lot of suffered from sores leading to open wounds, and it would take months, 7 months to start closing and healing, right? And he really suffered, he was in constant pain and walked with a limp. But on half a dosage of Y-Span, just over 2 months, you can see how his flesh grew, recovered, and healed. And instead of 7 months, in just 3 months, in half the dosage, it was completely healed. Yeah, so amazing. Next. Another testimony, when you are younger, your body operates better, you heal better. So this is Kim Boon, 30 years old, suffered my one of my best friends suffered from really terrible eczema, right? Which subsided after just 3 months on our dual products, right? We're not saying we're not promising that it can cure, but when you sort your body right, it becomes younger, many underlying issues get resolved, right?
Talking about underlying issues, this is another one. I'll leave
Yeah.
you to tell it.
Yeah. Actually, this lady is Sue. You know, she was suffering from osteoarthritis. Walking with knee braces, limp, and also had to bring around a walking stick. I can see the before, and you can see after our supplements. Just a wonderful transformation that she's had. You know, Jeff, I think you've got a video.
Yes,
Yeah.
but this is proof,
Morning
she
exercises.
she could hardly walk. Can you imagine? She can do this, and this was done early this year. This video was taken earlier this year.
Yeah. So you can see the effect just lasts, and her osteoarthritis is now certified that she's not on it. She doesn't have osteoarthritis, and she even runs 5 km fun run now, which she used to be unable to do so. And fun fact is that Sue is actually Jeff's sister. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, such a relief, especially in family. Then when she took it, it improved, and so she started to go on to our TR90 program, and she lost weight, and that's so you can see the final result there, right? And it's so good that we want to tell you that this TR90 program, we're going to be talking about it tonight. Okay, so tune in tonight at 8 p.m. The Zoom link and the passcode are there. All right. I totally believe in it because, sometimes the weight that we carry is really a burden on our body, and it causes the body to age. Okay. So what about myself? I want to share with you about my story. So I'm 61. I know earlier I said 60, well, it's sort of like near there, huh? Okay. And I started on these products about 4 years ago when I met Chris on Kilimanjaro, as he was telling you. Okay. And since I've taken them, honestly, I've just become so much fitter and healthier. You can see here, that's a photo of my family. And then I have loads of friends. I enjoy the business that I'm working on. We'll tell you a little bit about that in a while. But I also serve in church. I still have a nice active lifestyle. I just took up rock climbing about, I think when I turned 60, so about maybe a year and a half ago. Okay, I took up rock climbing and I go trekking with my friends when I can. This, of course, was taken a year ago as well. All right, so I just want to show you my rock climbing, and I never had the joints to handle this, but I'm just so amazed when I took up rock climbing that this is really the joy, which is why I really wanted to share with you about living young. Okay, I think I want to live young for as long as I can, and if my lifespan is 85 years, I would like to live young right until 85. you know, okay. And this is an example of another person who is living young. Okay, she looks so young, right? Because she's with Chris on the left and myself. Okay, she's even older than me. I am 60, I think, in this photo, but she was 74. Okay, and she can do this amazing.
1, 2, 3.
All right, so it's just stunning. It's not just looking young, it's being young. Okay, Chris. You are muted, Chris.
Okay, thanks, G. We've come to the end of our talk, but if you just want to stay on for just 3 more minutes, we've just got a couple more things to share with you. Okay, so feel free to go if you have to, but stick on and you won't regret it. Okay, so there's more. Yeah, so Jeff has shared with you the amazing science and the amazing testimonials down here that people experience on our products. But not only does it is this a platform, or can these products transform your health, but also it can transform your wealth, right? How do you do so? So you transform your health, and let's say you see thing that is good and you go, hey, I want to share this to help and bless other people. Okay, I find 3 other people who are looking to transform their health and help others transform their health too, and teach them how to do so. So I find 3, they find 3, so it's 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, right? So that duplication effect goes down for a total of 6 levels, and about 1,000 franchisees, right? So assuming each franchise, so let's just round it off to 1,000 partners. So 1,000 franchisees doing about $2,000 US of sales a month. That's an organizational revenue of US $2 million a month in your organization. Okay. But how much of that do you earn? New Skin pays 5% of $2 million. That's a US $100,000 income a month. And this is the potential, huge potential of this business, right? And this 100,000 US dollars a month is a recurring income, right? And it's an income not of a small business, but a serious business. And it's one of the few serious, and it's the only serious business I know that can be done with no capital, no overheads, no experience. And you can even do it part-time on top of your regular job or other things you're committed to, right? So there's a huge business opportunity behind this. It's not just the products are excellent, but the business is excellent also. So ask the person who invited you here, okay, if you would be interested to just find out and know more, right? Okay. Finally, for those of you who are saying, hey, this sounds really interesting, and these products are something that, I think will benefit and add value to my life, or bless others, this is an amazing time to get it, because we've got a Christmas promotion on now, which entitles you to a lot of good free gifts, and other stuff. And end is only up to the end of 4 p.m. on December 26th. Yeah. So just about a week more, right? And so you want to take advantage of this promotion. It's a very good time to get it.
Absolutely. So, if there's one thing I think that we've been talking about today, it is that there is really hope. You don't have to feel I'm tired. As long as I do this job, I'm tired. You don't have to feel I'm old. What can I do about it? Okay, there is hope. The most important thing is start. Okay, and how would you start? Well, the first thing I would say is go look for the person who has invited you here and, well, get yourself assessed. Okay, we have this thing we call a biophotonic scanner, and we will check out what is the health condition in your body. All right, it's not a medical test, but it is a test of your antioxidants. Okay, so to close, age lock your body. You can start today. You can age lock your body. You will age slower. You will enjoy youthful health for longer. You will enjoy vitality each day. You will have more robust health and immunity, and you'll recover. Therefore, you will recover more quickly. All these can be yours. Okay, so start. Thank you very much. This will be our last Zoom for this year. Chris and I are just going to close shop a little bit after this and uh, enjoy the Christmas break. So it just leaves us to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Have a great, great time.
Take care, everyone. Yeah, it's been a good year. Merry Christmas.
Amen.